Like we all know, today's teachers are asked to hit so many standards and meet the needs of a variety of learners. This may seem like an impossible and a very daunting task, especially for the teachers that are just getting out there for the first time. If more teachers incorporated interdisciplinary teaching, their students would have more of their needs met, and teachers would be able to ensure that they are meeting both the state and the Common Core standards. During my Chapter 2 of my literature review, I explored what interdisciplinary teaching was, and specifically how incorporating interdisciplinary teaching in the science classroom would impact its students. Interdisciplinary teaching is an approach to teaching that encompasses more than one subject area into a single lesson. In my Chapter 2, I looked at incorporating writing and art into the science classroom. Specifically, I focused on the topics of writing and note-taking, such as using graphic organizers or concept maps for the writing strategies. And for the art strategies, I focused on drawing and storyboards. Overall, the research suggests that both writing and art enhance students' learning by engaging them actively in the material. We've all know and we've all experienced that students, when they're more engaged, they're more interested, they're enjoying the content more, and they're able to better understand the material. Research also suggests that students who draw or write in the classroom show greater understanding and have a greater retention of the content. For my action research, my plan would be in a 7th grade science classroom at Our Lady of Grace School in Edina. And I will create an action research plan to answer the question, does incorporating drawing or writing increase student understanding in a 7th grade science classroom? For this action research, I would not need parental consent, as research shows that both writing and drawing are beneficial to students, so there would be no negative effects on students for incorporating these techniques into their learning. To begin, I'm going to start with 2 sections of science. Both sections will be given the same introductory material given by me on the concept and the process of mitosis. After both sections receive the same introductory material, they will both take the exact same quiz. This initial quiz will be about the basics of mitosis, what it is, why the body needs it, and then students will be asked to describe mitosis in either pictures or words, whichever suits them best. This quiz is going to be a baseline for a quiz that the students will take later after incorporating the strategies in their classroom. After this initial quiz and the students have all learned the same information about mitosis, the 7th graders will be broken up into their 2 sections. One section will focus on drawing and the other section will focus on writing. Both sections will be asked to keep a journal where they keep track of what strategy they're using and how they're using it. Section 1, that draws, will be asked to draw the process of mitosis using as few words as possible. They may label structures, but they may not write out full sentences. Section 2 will be asked to write about the process of mitosis. They may use graphic organizers, concept maps, or write in a paragraph form, but they may not use drawings to help describe mitosis. During this time, I will be going around taking field notes and doing observations. Things I will look for. I will look for what the kids are doing specifically, and I will listen to things that they're saying, questions that they have, conversations that they're engaging with other students. During this time, I'll also look and notice the overall environment of the classroom. I'll look to see if it's a positive environment, if students are active in their learning, or if they're more passive and they're just doing it to get it done. These field notes will be compared, both sections, so the drawing and the writing. Those field notes will be compared and will give me a better understanding of how to direct my instruction and how classes respond to the various techniques. The journals will be graded using a rubric. There are three criteria: correct steps, details, and completeness. And there's a scale 5 to 1, 5 being the highest. All students will be graded with this same rubric, whether they chose or whether they were in the section that was drawing or the section that was writing. So after these strategies were implemented into the classroom, then the students will come back and they will take, again, this same quiz. Again, this asks the basics of mitosis, what it is, where it occurs, why it occurs, and then they will be asked to describe the process of mitosis in either drawings or pictures. After students take this second quiz, their score on this will be compared to their first quiz, which again was our baseline. So for example, if one student got a 10 on the first quiz and a 20 on the second quiz, their growth is 10 points. The growth of the entire class will be added up and compared to the other section. I see this data being displayed in a stacked bar graph in order to help the reader or other people looking at this action research see where students started with their initial quiz and then see the growth. So after this action research is completed, the next steps I see would be complete this whole process again with the same groups, but perhaps with a different topic such as meiosis, in order to compile more data to see if the strategy, if the student is showing growth with that same strategy. And if I see beneficial results, then I would plan to switch the groups. So the group that was drawing would now be writing, and the group that was writing would now be drawing, to see which strategy works best for them. Interdisciplinary teaching can be used in all classrooms, and it is my hope that by implementing these strategies in my science classroom, that my students will be able to take writing and drawing and use them in other classes in order to enhance their learning. In addition to this presentation, I've also attached my PowerPoint for you to view, and if you have any questions, please email me and I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you.